All right, we are back, and today I'm talking about some more fitness advice. Starting out your fitness journey. So, generally, starting out, you got two body types that you're working with, which is why you're starting to work out and you want to change that. So, you're like me, and you were a skinny little twig who could have gotten blown away with a minor gust of wind, or you're a little on the heavy side. You're a little overweight, and that's okay too, because there are different approaches to attack the same thing and get to the same place. So start out with my situation, which was being hella skinny. So what you want to do is, first of all, when you're starting to work out, develop some sort of plan so you can track what you're doing and make sure that you're trying to make some progress each week. You know, that classic progressive overload stuff. So maybe doing the same weight but doing more reps the next time you do the exercise, or do a little more weight and try to push yourself and get the same amount of reps or close to. So gotta be doing that, gotta track your stuff. For diet, if you're skinny, probably have a really high metabolism, or you just don't eat very much, so you can get away with eating a little worse, I would say. I definitely didn't eat the best when I first started out. I mean, I was just eating anything and everything, trying to get my calories up so I could put on weight, because I was like 6'4", 6'5", when I first started lifting, and I think I weighed like 175 pounds, 180 pounds about, so I was really skinny. But yeah, you definitely want to push the scale up. Try to eat pretty well, at least focus on eating protein of some kind. You know, it doesn't have to be perfect. I would say definitely focus on getting your calories up, tracking your stuff, be consistent. You know, if you're like, you know, I only made it to the gym like one day this week, and then this next week I'm just not really feeling it. I don't know if I'm gonna get in there. Like, you're not gonna make any progress. You know, you have to be consistent. At least going 3 days a week, I'd say. So try to do that. Develop some kind of a split, so you're not just going in and training arms every day. You know, try to like space out what you're training. You can very easily look up online some different workout plans that are totally free, and either just copy those or take some inspiration from it and just like change up the exercises. So the classic, which a lot of people start out doing, is push-pull legs. So they'll do like chest and triceps and shoulders one day, and then they'll do a pull day, which is like back and biceps, and then do legs on the same day. So what I'm doing right now is essentially that with like a slight change. So I'm doing chest and biceps, then I'm doing back and triceps, and then I'm doing legs, and then I take a rest day. So I'm doing 3 on, 1 off, 3 on, 1 off. But you should definitely like develop something kind of like that. Additionally, I got almost pulled up running. Additionally, I would say, so try to change it up. Not super often, but maybe run a split for like some time period between 6 to 12 weeks, and then change it. Do something different. So try out a bunch of things, because you need to figure out what you like, which is the most important thing, because when you find out what you like, you're obviously going to want to be in the gym more, you're going to be inspired to go more, so you're going to make more progress if you're being more consistent. Now, if you are not skinny and you are a little on the heavier side, do the same kind of thing, but limit those calories and focus more on cardio. So if you eat less food and you do more cardio and you work out more, you're probably going to lose weight. It's very hard to do, but it's very simple. So some people have different conditions and medical circumstances that make it harder or make it more challenging to do that. But I promise you, if you eat less and you do more cardio, you work out more in general, you are definitely going to see some kind of progress. And I wouldn't attribute all of it to the scale either. See how you're feeling. That's more important. So the scale is definitely not as like it's a fine indicator, but it's not perfect. And how you're feeling is definitely a lot more impactful. So probably gonna feel more energized, be feeling lighter on your feet, feeling like you want to get out there and do something, which is exactly what we want. So yeah, if you're starting out working out very early on in your lifting career or fitness journey, that's my advice, is to progressive overload, track your workouts, develop some kind of a split so you're not training the same muscle group over and over again too much. Lock in on your diet, whatever you need to do. If you're trying to gain weight or lose weight, make sure you change your diet up to fit whatever your goal is, and do your cardio. Do not skip your cardio. So even if you're like skinny, trying to put on weight, trying to put on muscle, like keep doing your cardio. You can probably get away with doing less than if you were trying to lose weight, but I would definitely say keep doing it, because you don't want to just put on fat. You know, you want to do that cardio so you're putting on a leaner form of weight and keeping your cardiovascular health up. So you don't want to do like a super dirty bulk where you're just eating fast food, not doing any cardio, and just like try to lift heavy. Like, do not do that. That will not make you feel better, and you probably won't see great results from that. So try to keep it short, but I kind of rambled a little bit, so that's what it is. Got some footage of back and tricep day for you guys. So yeah, it's pretty gnarly. Made some progress on a lot of my lifts, so I was happy about that, and got out of there in a reasonable amount of time. So yeah, you guys have a good one, and I will catch you tomorrow. Or maybe the next day.